Chapter 57. A shocking slash. How did this happen? Could it be that those two fellows ran away? Lin Beishan stood on top of a high slope that had been burnt black, frowning as he looked at the Lin family's children who were searching around in the back of the mountain. Until now, he hadn't received any news that anyone had found the bodies. Father, could they have been burnt to ashes? Behind Lin Beishan, Lin Wei said in a deep voice. No, my father has fought with Wang Tixiong for most of his life. I don't believe he would die so easily like this. Moreover, although this fire is powerful, it is not able to cause harm to cultivators at the 9th level of Foundation establishment. Besides, even if he dies, he will still leave behind a corpse. Lin Beishan shook his head. His intuition told him that Wang Tixiong and Kang Chong were not dead yet. But Lin Wei still wanted to say more. But just at this moment, the entire back mountain of the Wang Fu began to shake violently. As if an earthquake had occurred, the entire mountain shook. A terrifying crack appeared on the mountain and spread out towards the surroundings. There were some children of the Lin family who had accidentally fallen into the cracks, and they did not know whether they were alive or dead. This sudden scene immediately shocked Lin Beishan's father and son, and the Lin family's children who were searching in the mountain also panicked and fled in all directions. Watch out! Suddenly, Lin Beishan shouted, picking up Lin Wei in his arms, summoning his flying sword and stepping into the air. Almost as he was leaving, a terrifying crack appeared steeply beneath his feet, revealing a long, bottomless ditch, the pitch-black abyss resembling the mouth of an ancient demonic beast waiting to devour everything. Father, what the hell is happening here? Lin Wei looked at the huge cracks beneath his feet with palpitations, his heart horrified. These terrifying cracks kept appearing, devouring the Lin family experts on the mountain, and in the blink of an eye, half of the Lin family's experts were dead or injured. This sea in the sky, Lin Beishan was just about to speak, but he violently shut up suddenly, and then he looked up into the firmament, and a shocking color appeared on his face, only to see that the sky, which was originally green and white and cloudless, suddenly flashed with electricity and thunder, and was covered by a huge wave of dark clouds. The heavens and earth were instantly plunged into a bleakness. The entire sky was covered in lightning, the boundless thunder and lightning forming a large, terrifying black vortex. Lin Beishan looked at this scene unbelievably, his mouth heavily spitting out the words, heavenly tribulation. Yes, it was the heavenly tribulation. Lin Beishan looked at the continuously coalescing robotic clouds in the sky with a shocked expression. Although he had formed his Dan through special means and had not experienced the process of heavenly tribulation, he was not unfamiliar with heavenly tribulation, and even said that he was very familiar with it. This was because his father had died under the heavenly tribulation of the Jiden stage. Back then, Lin Beishan's father was a genius, breaking through the Jiden stage at the age of 60. But because his foundation wasn't solid, he died under the Jiden stage's apocalypse. At that time, Lin Beishan, who was still a teenager, was watching from the sidelines, so he was very clear about the dreadfulness of the heavenly tribulation. So much so that this incident had even become his heart's demon. Otherwise, with his qualifications, he would have been able to conjugate Dan a long time ago. There was no need to use special means to conjugate Dan at all. Father, is this the heavenly tribulation of the conjugation stage? Could it be that that old bastard Wang Tixiong has made a breakthrough? Lin Wei on the side was shocked at his words. His face was filled with disbelief. He had heard about his grandfather's deeds back then. It was a great regret for the Lin family. Who else could there be besides that old piker? Lin Beishan calmed down at this moment and grunted. In this back mountain, or even in the entire heavy iron city, there were only a handful of cultivators who were able to break through the Jiden stage, and at this moment, when he saw the heavenly tribulation forming in the sky, he knew with his toes that it was Wang Tixiong who had broken through the realm. Lin Beishan's heart can't help but rise a trace of jealousy. Wang Tixiong's talent is not as good as his can break through rely on their own to break through the Jidan stage, but he has to rely on external objects. Does not this show that he is not as good as Wang Tixiong? Father, since this is the case, we absolutely can't let him succeed in crossing the tribulation. We have to hurry and send someone to find out where they are hiding. Lin Wei sniffed and said urgently, if Wang Tixiong really broke through the Jidan stage, it would be a disaster for their Lin family. After all, even if Wang Tixiong wasn't Lin Beixian's opponent by then, with the strength of the Jidan stage, Wang Tixiong would be able to escape with Kang Chon unharmed, and by the time Kang Chon grew up, it would be the end of their Lin family. For Kang Chon's talents, Lin Wei could be considered envious and jealous. He would never allow Kang Chon to leave the back mountain alive. Lin Bo didn't panic, he calmly said, there is no need to be superfluous. No one can hide under the heavenly tribulation. They will show themselves later. We just need to wait quietly. What Lin Beixian said was not wrong. Under the heavenly tribulation, no one could hide, not even immortals. Then my son will gather the family experts first, and later on, while Wang Tixiong transits the tribulation to sneak attack him, so that he dies under the heavenly tribulation. Lin Wei sniffed as a trace of morose murderous aura flashed through his eyes. No need, the heavenly tribulation is powerful. Before you guys even get close to Wang Tixiong, who will die under the heavenly tribulation, later on my father will personally take action and give him a fatal blow at the critical time. It's impossible for him to cross the heavenly tribulation, Lin Beixian said confidently, not to mention that Wang Tixiong had just broken through the Jidan stage. His strength must not be as good as his. And with the heavenly tribulation holding him back, he believed that he would be able to kill Wang Tixiong completely. To know, in the realm of cultivation, the apocalypse is the most dangerous time for a cultivator. Those scattered cultivators will go far away from home, in a place that is not shit, in order to avoid the sneak attack of the enemy. Some sect disciples don't need this trouble. They will have experts within the sect to protect them, and even have all kinds of pills and magic treasures to support them. That's why there are so many cultivators who want to join the sects. It could be said that a cultivator's tribulation was the most dangerous time in their lives, and if they weren't careful, they would go up in smoke. Even if they were as strong as Emperor Dan, they were still attacked by their enemies when they were undergoing the tribulation, and thus ended up in such a state today. Lin Beixian had absolute confidence that even if he didn't make a move, when Wang Tixiong finished his tribulation, he would consume his entire body's strength. So wouldn't it be a breeze to kill him at that time? Lin Wei listened to his father's explanation. His heart was relieved, but he still transferred the family experts over. Although he couldn't deal with Wang Tixiong, but he could surround Kang Chon. For Kang Chon's current strength, he was still very scrupulous. While the Lin family group was shocked by the sudden appearance of the heavenly tribulation, the cultivators in Heavy Iron City were also alarmed. The fluctuation of the heavenly tribulation from the sky was so intense that the entire Heavy Iron City could be sensed by anyone who was a cultivator. This is a heavenly calamity. What a terrifying pressure. This is definitely a heavenly tribulation of the Jidan stage. Someone has broken through the Jidan stage. Look, it's the direction of the back of the Wang mansion. Could it be Wang Tixiong breaking through the Jidan stage? This is going to be a good show. With the appearance of the heavenly tribulation, the entire Heavy Iron City was thrown into a hubbub of noise, as one cultivator after another ran to tell each other, gathered together, and rushed in the direction of the back of the Wang Mansion's mountain. Apart from Lin Beixian, a strong Jidan stage practitioner who didn't know when he had broken through, Heavy Iron City hadn't given birth to a Jidan stage expert for more than 100 years, and this sudden appearance of the heavenly tribulation at this moment caused everyone to be excited, and no one wanted to miss out on this exciting moment. Even some reclusive peak 9th level Foundation establishment powerhouses also came out from their seclusion for them. Observing a conjunctive and stage expert crossing the threshold once would be of great benefit, and they absolutely could not miss it. In just half an hour, countless cultivators had gathered at the back of the royal mansion, which could be described as a sea of people. And at this moment, Kang Chuan, who was in the underground cave, also opened his eyes. He looked at his grandpa not far away in surprise, and instantly sensed the powerful aura emanating from his grandpa's body, which was definitely the aura of the Jiden stage. Grandpa has finally broken through. Kang Chuan was so excited in his heart that he was even happier than if his own cultivation level had risen. Ha 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 ha. Old man has finally broken through the Jiden stage. In the split second of the realm breakthrough, Wang Tixiong's eyes blossomed, and he couldn't help but laugh out loud. The pursuit of decades had finally been realized today. There was nothing more painful than this. Rumble. Suddenly, the earth trembled, and a sound of thunder came. Kang Chuan was startled, and something came to his mind. On the other hand, Wang Tixiong had already known that the heavenly tribulation was coming. He laughed and said to Kang Chuan, "Chona, get ready for the battle. I'm afraid Lin Beishan won't let me cross the tribulation easily." Having said that, however, Wang Tixiong didn't have the slightest worry in his eyes. Instead, his battle intent was sky high. "Grandfather, don't worry about crossing the tribulation. Lin Beishan can just leave it to his grandson," Kang Chuan said with a face full of confidence as he stood up. A majestic aura immediately erupted from him, and the entire underground cave shuddered. Wang Tixiong's eyes shrunk. A trace of incredulity flashed through his eyes, but it immediately turned into relief. Good, good, good. Looking at the powerful aura that erupted from Kang Chuan's body, Wang Tixiong took a deep breath. A look of relief appeared in his eyes. He once again laughed out loud and said 3 good words in a row, simply happier than his own breakthrough to the Jiden stage. Kang Chuan's eyes were full of confidence, now that he had completely devoured the energy of the fruit of earthly yin. His own cultivation had reached the second turning realm. His body was filled with orange true essence. It was so vast that it was simply as huge as the sea. At the same time, the remaining majority of the fruit of earthly yin's energy was used by him to quench his physical body. Under the quenching of this huge energy, his physical body had already reached an incredible realm. Even though he himself wasn't clear about how powerful his body was now, but looking at his grandfather in front of him, he felt that even if he didn't use his true essence, his grandfather was not even a match for himself right now. It was the Dan Emperor in the reverse heavenly cauldron that was unable to determine the strength of Kang Chuan's current physical body, which could only be described as unfathomable. "Grandfather, let's go out. It's time to settle the score with Lin Beishan." A cold light asterisk shone in Kang Chuan's eyes, and a scene of the tragic death of a group of people from the Wang clan at the beginning immediately appeared in his mind. Now, he could finally take revenge. Wang Tixiong's eyes blossomed with murderous aura at his words, and he coldly said, "Good, this time I want the Lin family to pay back in blood." Icy cold killing intent immediately spread throughout the underground cave. Thunder rolled in the sky. Dark clouds covered the sky. Blazing electric light flashed continuously in the sky. The piercing light illuminated the entire sky, causing the sun in the sky to dim. At the back of the mountain of the royal residence, a crowd of people gathered around and were watching this shocking scene with full attention. Lin Beishan, Lin Wei, and a group of Lin family experts were also gathered here, waiting for Wang Tixiong and Kang Chuan to appear. Rumble. The robber clouds continued to tumble, emitting a loud thunderclap, and the sound grew louder and louder. Suddenly, a figure shot up into the sky, carrying an unrivaled energy fluctuation as it landed heavily on top of a towering mountainside. Because the trees in the back of the mountain had been burnt out long ago, making it so that there was nothing to cover it. The crowd in the distance instantly saw the figure's face. Wang Tixiong, it's really you. Lin Beishan looked at this familiar figure that suddenly appeared, with sending cold light in his eyes. And Lin Wei beside him was gritting his teeth, itching to immediately rush up to avenge his son's death. However, both of them knew that now was not a good time to strike, so they both pressed down the killing intent in their hearts